For nearly a decade, Seinfeld reigned as one of television's most iconic sitcoms, capturing audiences with its sharp observational humor and unforgettable characters. At the heart of its success were the eccentric side characters, each bringing their own unique charm and comedic brilliance. Over the years, some of these beloved actors have passed away, leaving behind a legacy of laughter that continues to resonate with fans. Here's a look at 8 Seinfeld actors who are no longer with us, but remain unforgettable. Jerry Stiller, as Frank Costanza. Jerry Stiller was born on June 8, 1927, in Brooklyn, New York. At 66, he took on the role of Frank Costanza, the hot-tempered and hilariously unpredictable father of George Costanza in Seinfeld, beginning in 1993. With his thunderous voice and bizarre habits, like the unforgettable Serenity Now, Stiller infused Frank with an explosive energy that became a signature of the series. His chemistry with Jason Alexander and Estelle Harris created a chaotic yet deeply funny family dynamic that fans couldn't get enough of. Appearing in 26 episodes, he turned Frank into one of television's most quotable characters, elevating each scene with his impeccable comedic timing. But Seinfeld was just one chapter in a career that spanned decades. Stiller later stole scenes as Arthur Spooner in The King of Queens, bringing his distinctive blend of irritable charm to yet another beloved sitcom. His big-screen roles were just as memorable, from the flamboyant fashion mogul Maury Ballstein in Zoolander to his early work in The Taking of Pelham 123, showcasing his versatility across genres. A natural-born entertainer, he seamlessly moved between stage, film, and television, leaving an indelible mark in each. Away from the spotlight, Stiller's life was just as rich and full. His marriage to Anne Meara, a brilliant actress and comedian, began in 1954 and flourished both personally and professionally. Together, they became the iconic comedy duo Stiller and Meara, delighting audiences with their sharp, playful banter on The Ed Sullivan Show and beyond. Their partnership spanned over 60 years, marked by love, laughter, and a shared dedication to their craft. They raised 2 children, including actor and filmmaker Ben Stiller, who carried on the family's comedic legacy. As the years passed, Jerry Stiller remained a beloved figure, even as age began to take its toll. On May 11, 2020, he passed away from natural causes at his home in Manhattan, New York, at the age of 92. His departure marked the end of an era, but his legacy, etched in unforgettable performances, continues to bring joy to fans across generations. Estelle Harris, as Estelle Costanza. Estelle Harris was born on April 22, 1928, in Manhattan, New York. At 64, she stepped into the role of Estelle Costanza, the high-strung and endlessly exasperated mother of George Costanza in Seinfeld, beginning in 1992. With her piercing voice, over-the-top reactions, and relentless nagging, Harris created a character who was both maddening and endearing. Whether she was berating George for his life choices or engaging in loud, absurd arguments with Frank, Estelle became a comedic powerhouse. Over 25 episodes, she helped cement the Costanza household as one of the most dysfunctionally hilarious families in television history. But Seinfeld was only one part of her extensive career. Harris became a beloved voice in animation, bringing warmth and humor to Mrs. Potato Head in the Toy Story films. She also made memorable appearances in Home Alone 2, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and Curb Your Enthusiasm, proving her ability to steal a scene in any genre. Beyond the laughs, Harris's personal life was a love story decades in the making. In 1953, she married Cy Harris, a window treatment salesman, in a twist of fate that began with a minor car accident, an anecdote she often shared with a chuckle. Their marriage endured nearly 70 years, an incredible feat in any industry, let alone Hollywood. Together, they raised 3 children, keeping family at the heart of everything. Despite her animated on-screen persona, Harris was known for her warmth and humility, always expressing gratitude for her career and the love that surrounded her. Even as she aged, she remained a vibrant force, embracing each role with enthusiasm. But time eventually caught up with her. On April 2, 2022, she passed away at her home in Palm Desert, California, at the age of 93, due to natural causes. Though she is gone, her comedic brilliance lives on, bringing laughter to every new generation of fans. Len Leser as Uncle Leo. Len Leser was born on December 3, 1922, in the Bronx, New York. At 69, he took on the role of Uncle Leo, Jerry Seinfeld's overzealous and endlessly affectionate uncle in Seinfeld, beginning in 1991. With his signature wide-eyed grin and booming, "Hello" greeting, Uncle Leo became an instantly recognizable presence, a hilarious embodiment of the overbearing relative we all know. Whether he was grabbing Jerry's arm to share long-winded stories or panicking over minor grievances, Leser's performance was both exaggerated and charming, adding a uniquely quirky layer to the show's world. Appearing in 15 episodes, he made Uncle Leo an unforgettable figure, despite his limited screen time. Leser's career stretched far beyond Seinfeld, spanning over 50 years in film and television. He held his own alongside Clint Eastwood in Kelly's Heroes, played a henchman in Papillon opposite Steve McQueen, and appeared in countless TV classics like The Monkees and Everybody Loves Raymond, always bringing an unmistakable presence to each role. Off-camera, Leser's life told a story of perseverance and dedication. He married Janice Burrell in 1954, and while their marriage ended in 1982, they raised 2 children together, grounding his life in family. A World War II veteran, Leser brought discipline and commitment to his craft, earning the respect of colleagues across Hollywood. Even in his later years, he remained passionate about acting, continuing to work until health complications intervened. In 2011, after battling cancer and pneumonia, he passed away at a medical facility in Burbank, California, at the age of 88. Though Uncle Leo's booming greetings may have quieted, Len Leser's contributions to television endure, his comedic spirit living on in every "hello" that still echoes through reruns of Seinfeld. Barney Martin as Morty Seinfeld. Barney Martin was born on March 3, 1923, in Queens, New York. At 67, he stepped into the shoes of Morty Seinfeld, Jerry's frugal yet stubbornly lovable father, beginning in 1990. With his dry delivery and unshakable opinions, particularly on raincoats, Martin brought Morty to life with an authenticity that made him an essential part of Seinfeld's world. Whether bickering with Helen or championing the efficiency of his Florida condo board, his performance provided a hilarious contrast to the show's chaos. Appearing in 15 episodes, he made Morty a memorable paternal figure, exuding warmth beneath his gruff exterior. But before Seinfeld, Martin had already built a diverse career. From Broadway, where he shined in The Producers, to his work in Arthur alongside Dudley Moore, he displayed an ability to balance humor with subtle depth, elevating every role he touched. Away from the cameras, Martin led a life of quiet dedication. He married Catherine Martin in the 1940s, a partnership that lasted until her passing, though much of their private life remained out of the public eye. Before his acting career, he served as a New York City police officer, an experience that instilled in him a no-nonsense demeanor that carried into his roles. In his later years, he faced a difficult battle with lung cancer. On March 21, 2005, he passed away at his home in Studio City, California, at the age of 82. His loss was deeply felt, but his legacy remains, especially in the countless Seinfeld reruns where Morty's sharp wit and steadfast presence continue to bring smiles to fans old and new. Liz Sheridan as Helen Seinfeld. Liz Sheridan was born on April 10, 1929, in Rye, New York, where her natural warmth and comedic timing would one day make her a beloved presence on television. At 61, she stepped into the role of Helen Seinfeld in 1990, playing Jerry's ever-doting, slightly overbearing mother in Seinfeld. With every concerned phone call and exaggerated fret over her son's eating habits, Sheridan made Helen both endearing and hilariously overprotective. Her chemistry with Barney Martin, who played Morty Seinfeld, brought an effortless charm to their scenes, creating a parental duo that felt undeniably real. Across 15 episodes, she gave audiences the quintessential loving yet meddling sitcom mother, always convinced that her son could do no wrong. But long before she became Helen Seinfeld, Sheridan had already carved out a successful career on stage and screen. A seasoned Broadway performer, she showcased her talent in Best Foot Forward, and her television work included memorable appearances on ALF and Moonlighting. She even penned Dizzy and Jimmy, a memoir detailing her youthful romance with James Dean, a love story that revealed an unexpected chapter in her life. But beyond the cameras and applause, Sheridan's personal life was one of passion and devotion. In 1985, she married jazz musician Dale Wales, a partnership that lasted until his passing and provided her with an enduring anchor in her later years. Her romance with James Dean in the 1950s added an air of nostalgia and adventure to her past, painting a picture of a woman who lived fully in every era of her life. Though she remained active in Hollywood well into her later years, time eventually caught up with her. On April 15, 2022, just weeks after the passing of her on-screen counterpart Estelle Harris, Sheridan died peacefully at her home in New York City at 93 due to natural causes. Her departure marked the loss of a performer who balanced elegance with comedic brilliance, leaving behind a legacy of warmth, wit, and an unforgettable presence in one of television's most celebrated sitcoms. Richard Hurd as Mr. Wilhelm. Richard Hurd was born on September 26, 1932, in Boston, Massachusetts, where his deep voice and commanding presence seemed destined for the screen. By the time he joined Seinfeld in 1995 at 63, he was already a seasoned character actor, having built a career playing authoritative figures with a mix of gravitas and dry humor. As Mr. Wilhelm, George Costanza's eccentric yet clueless boss at the New York Yankees, Hurd took corporate obliviousness to comedic heights. Over 11 episodes, his deadpan delivery and unexpected involvement in George's misadventures, whether unknowingly helping George coast through his job or mysteriously disappearing into a cult, made him a scene stealer in every appearance. But Seinfeld was just one stop in a career that spanned decades. He commanded the screen as Captain Sheridan in Star Trek, Voyager, played a chilling corporate villain in The China Syndrome, and later took on a haunting role in Jordan Peele's Get Out, proving his ability to navigate both comedy and drama with ease. Yet outside of Hollywood, Hurd's life told a story of passion, love, and unwavering determination. In 1980, he married actress and voice artist Patricia Crowder Hurd, a partnership that stood the test of time and brought a sense of stability to his ever-busy career. Beyond acting, he had an eye for beauty. An avid art collector, he found as much joy in paintings as he did in performing. His love for creativity extended to philanthropy, supporting various artistic endeavors even as he battled health challenges later in life. In his final years, cancer became a formidable opponent, slowly taking its toll on the actor who had once embodied so many powerful figures. On May 26, 2020, at 87, Hurd passed away at his home in Los Angeles, California, from complications related to cancer. His death marked the end of an extraordinary career, but his impact remains, forever woven into the fabric of television, science fiction, and cinema. Ruth Cohen as cashier at Monk's Cafe. Ruth Cohen was born on January 28, 1914, in the Bronx, New York, stepping into a world that would one day see her become an unexpected yet enduring part of television history. When she first appeared as the cashier at Monk's Cafe in Seinfeld in 1991, she was already 77, a seasoned extra with a quiet yet undeniable presence. Though her role was never front and center, her steady position behind the counter gave the cafe, a crucial backdrop in the series, a sense of lived-in authenticity. Over the course of more than 100 episodes, she became the most frequently seen extra in the show's run, her familiar face subtly grounding the chaos of the main character's conversations. While she had small roles in The Producers and The Golden Girls, it was Seinfeld that cemented her as a beloved figure among die-hard fans, proof that even the quietest characters can leave a lasting impact. Beyond the bright lights of the sitcom world, Ruth Cohen remained something of an enigma. She lived a life outside of the Hollywood spotlight, with little publicly known about her personal relationships or family life. Unlike many of her co-stars, she never sought fame. She simply enjoyed working in an industry she had been a part of for decades. As she entered her later years, age became her only real adversary, though no specific health battles were widely reported. On August 23, 2008, at 94, she passed away at a medical facility in Panorama City, California, due to natural causes. Her death may have gone quietly, much like the roles she played, but to Seinfeld fans, her presence remains unforgettable, a small yet significant part of one of the greatest television series of all time. Though these beloved Seinfeld actors are no longer with us, their performances continue to bring laughter to fans old and new. Their unforgettable characters helped make Seinfeld the timeless classic it is today, proving that great comedy never fades. Which Seinfeld character was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic TV memories. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye.